All right, there's Connor. On the last move of the pitch. Oh, he's trying.
No, fuck.
He got to the end. The last move.
The very last
He fell
move.
off the last move. Oh my God. What a crazy pitch.
This is Mason Earl. We first met in Indian Creek in 2009. Through the years, we fell into a rhythm of climbing and working together. Mason is a professional climber, and I'm a climbing photographer, looking to shoot the most inspiring climbs and climbers around the world.
Fred.
When we're home, and it's too hot to climb most other places, we're lucky to have the granite domes of Tuolumne Meadows nearby.
Oh yeah, it's climbing time now.
Boom.
In 2012, we started up this overhanging crack we could see from the road.
All right.
You know, that first season we were trying it, I think we both thought, like, yeah, we got this. We're going to put our mark up on Daft Dome. You can't help but wonder what this crazy overhanging crack is. One day we went up there and checked it out.
How's it looking, Mace?
Think it's gonna go, boys.
I think we went up there assuming it was going to be some god-awful, unclimbable choss. Because how could all of these great climbers overlook something like that? You could tell pretty quickly that it was like a legacy route.
I was thinking, this thing's like 13 plus, I could probably get it done. It was clear right away it was going to be harder than that.
Go get it.
We kind of kept our cards close to our chest and worked on it for, I think, a solid 2 seasons.
Nice, Mace. Come on, buddy.
I need to come out here feeling 110% and give a good couple of weeks worth of work on this thing to either be drawn deeper into the process or to realize that I'll never be able to do it.
We didn't know it at the time, but that turned out to be our last day to ever climb together. After that, his health just collapsed.
I got sick after a day of climbing on Leaning Tower, and that was it. That was 5 years ago, and I haven't climbed since then.
By later in 2018, Mason was diagnosed with ME/CFS. The causes of chronic fatigue syndrome are still a bit of a mystery, but it's a debilitating disease that makes it impossible to live a normal life.
Sailing off into a unfamiliar sea. I tried to do a pull-up the other day. I was successful. Just doing one pull-up was like,
During that time, Mason went from one of the best climbers in the world to barely being able to climb out of bed. That whole dynamic really reinforced how important our friendship was.
Get in, dumbass.
While climbing had always been an important part of that, it wasn't the most important part. Mason has a natural sense of creativity that I've always appreciated. He helped me become more creative in my own process, and I was reluctant to let go of that when he got sick.
Just a couple more laps. Sweet. That was fun.
Nice.
He went from one of my main climbing partners to someone I never even got to see anymore, and I just want to find a way to keep including him in, this project we had started.
Certainly with the timeline that I had of when we started working that route and when my health went to shit, I couldn't have done it in that time.
Mason and I knew the route was just too good to remain unclimbed. So we made the decision to start telling people about it, and really there weren't that many people that would have a chance to do it. But then Connor started coming around.
I like his style. I think he's badass, and we definitely, when we told him about it, I think we knew that wasn't just like, oh, go try this impossible route, because we knew that this dude actually had a chance of putting it together.
So Ben and Mason, they reached out to me right after I sent Kilogram, which was another hard route in Tuolumne that I put up last summer, and I guess they saw that and thought I should try this one.
Connor, he's out there climbing all the hardest trad routes in the world and putting up new ones too. He was in the 3rd grade when we started putting up this route. I was still motivated to keep filming in case someone actually sent it and I could show Mason what it actually looked like for someone to do it.
I'm good to go. Thanks, man. Have fun.
I had one day where I was able to meet up with him and film. After seeing his first go, it seemed like he might actually have a chance of doing it today. All right, let's do it.
All right. Enter Pirate's Code. Establishing shot.
It feels like there's this trilogy of like 3 hard granite sport climbs in California, all probably in the 14 plus range, that are everything is karate and empath, and I think this would be the 3rd one.
The Holy Trinity. I knew it.
It's really steep, which is very unique for Tuolumne, where it seems that the standard here is technical vertical climbing, and this feels like still technical, but not vertical. I think I've given about half a dozen sessions on this route so far.
The first crux, there's like a spike of rock, only like 10 feet underneath you. If you had unlimited room to fall, you probably could have done it on all trad. It's such a cool move where you turn that hand jam into you flip it and then you do that big move. My only regret that I missed the bat hang, because I usually don't miss that type of weird shit.
It's really important, I think, to get as much back as possible in that rest. You have to get as much back as you can, and then it's kind of a bolt of easier climbing, and then it ramps up again. The boulder, when you're fresh, and if you know the beta, it doesn't feel too hard. But as soon as you're pumped at all, it gets really hard really fast. And then you get back into the main track at the very top. It's at the second to last clip. And that's really the red point crux, and you kind of have to launch right into it. And the moves are interesting because they're hard, but they're pretty techy, so you need to have enough energy left to do them. You can't just be completely gassed out and just fighting, because some of them are very precise and intricate.
What a wizard.
Let's go. You got it?
Yeah.
Oh, that felt a little hit or miss there. A little touch and go at the top.
That's some pretty dope rock climbing right there.
Let's go.
Sick.
Thanks.
Well worth it.
Ah. Oh, what a line. Thanks, man. Thank you so much for seeing that and having the vision and working on that. What a line.
Oh man, Mason's gonna love the footage.
Mason, you're the best. You're the best, man.
What a dude. That was dope. Watching him climb it actually makes me think like, oh, like when I'm back, when the comeback tour starts, I'm coming for that thing.
It's the Pirates' Code, boy. He who stays behind gets left behind.
I don't even really think we thought it was that great of a name at the time. Maybe it was just kind of a funny thing we were saying. But I fell behind. I guess in some way you did too. And we got left behind by the youth.